Hey there, everyone. Kurtzing here. I know the Willpower Cup ends tonight or in the morning, depending on when you guys see this. I've got a Shadow Gardevoir, the new Morpeko, and Drapion. So I'm leading Gardevoir, and it's got Charm. And with the different typings, it's pretty good. You can see it's just chunking through the Deoxys here. I am going to put up a shield, and of course, I was like, they're not going to Psycho Boost. They farmed up so much energy. Sure enough, they Psycho Boost. So I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to shield the next one. Psycho Boost again. However, it still does a decent amount. So the first Psycho Boost, I feel like would have done quite a bit. So I don't really mind shielding that one. Triple Axle here boosts my attack, and look at the damage of that charm. Like, it's crazy. Shield up another Psychic Fangs here. I did that because I got the boost, and um, I knew that charm was going to take it out. So I figured might as well shield and then still have two Pokemon, see what they have in the back. And I've got that Mandibuzz down to into the yellow, and they have no shields. So they just ended up giving up there. And then Morpeko into the Gardevoir, and that's just going to start to just shred through it. So I do answer their Drapion switch with the Morpeko, and I am going to shield this first one. It is just a crunch. Morpeko is not, like, it's kind of squishy, so it's not super, super strong. But I have found with using it a little bit here that if you can get it boosting, um, it does a lot of damage. And or if you can, like that one right there, if I Psychic Fangs instead and they shield it, then their defense goes down. But this is going to be double boosted now here. And look at that. That's a resisted move. And it just takes out Drapion. And so then they give up. So next match here, Gardevoir into Slowbro. And I believe Slowbro, yeah, it does poison. So that's, want to get out of there. Come in here with Morpeko. And I should just do Psychic Fangs. They know shield it, knowing that my first move is the electric typing, and then here I would have been better off to go for uh, the dark move, but and then they ended up shielding that one. Kind of a challenging one here. I think I do. I think I lose this matchup. Just I was finding that the clay dolls were challenging for this team because they beat Morpeko. As you can see, they really do well against Gardevoir, and then they beat Drapion as well. So they switch out into their own Morpeko, and what do I do here? I got one shield left. Shield this first one, and it's just the Psychic Fangs, which is unfortunate. They switch into the dark mode. I'm going to go for a crunch, and this isn't going to be very effective. But I do get their last shield. Go for another crunch here. I'm not sure really why when you know that it's not effective, but it does get them into the L. I think it's probably still going to do a little bit more damage than the Aqua Tail. And that Aurora Wheel just about destroys me. They switch back into electric. And it's probably, I've been saying more Peko, it's probably more Pico. Let me know in the comments, I'm sure somebody will. Gardevoir into Zweilous, that's going to just destroy it. So they switch out right away into Cresselia. And this is an alright matchup. But again, Gardevoir is not very tanky, right? So it's also pretty squishy. So it's kind of better to switch out. Drapion's a great answer for Cresselia anyways. Crunch is going to do a lot of super effective damage, and it doesn't really matter what they throw, you kind of resist it. Obviously, Moonblast does do some damage with the dark typing, but poison typing, like, it's only neutral, so as you can see there, it did a decent amount, but it's not something that you have to be super concerned about. So I'm able to get the farm down there. And what do they do? They bring in Zawilus again, and I completely messed up and died with 2 full moves. I was legitimately trying to decide, okay, what should I go for here? Like, I know the crunch is going to be resisted, but I don't think Aqua Tail is going to do much. And then I just got taken out. Would have been either move would have been good to chunk a little bit or potentially get a shield, but I think I still win this one. Aqua Tail. I let that go through. Now I'm going to go for the Aurora Wheel and start boosting up here. It takes out the Drapion. They've got 2 full shields, and I'm like, this is perfect. I'll Psychic Fangs, drop their defense, and then Gardevoir can come in and just charm down. Like, doesn't matter. Defense drops. Do I make it to another one? No, I do not. But now look at that charm. Look at the charm. And then I'm like, oh, I've made the triple axle. Might as well throw that, get the last shield, and boost my attack. So all I need is 1 more charm, and they'll be gone. So shield this up. Doesn't matter really what it is. I was a little bit concerned when they threw the body slam. I was like, oh, if they throw another body slam, it might register before I get that one to go through. But good game there. So Chestnut into Gardevoir, they switch right away, and I was a little bit slow deciding again what to switch to, or if I wanted to switch out. But I do decide to save some energy and switch into the Drapion, and I managed to poison this thing down before they throw a move. So I'm going to go for a crunch here against the Sableye, get to another crunch here. I'm going to throw that to get a shield. So now I think I just let this go at this point because their Gardevoir is gone. They try to Shadow Sneak. I go for the Aqua Tail there. I clicked on it and it didn't go through. I think they just won charge attack priority. I'm gonna go for the Aqua Tail here. Doesn't quite take out. So come in Gardevoir, and I get the farm down just before I get taken out. Chestnut in the back, and I was like, oh man, I messed up. I let Gardevoir pretty much die, knowing that they've got the Chestnut in the back, and then I was like, oh wait, Psychic Fangs is still going to be super effective because of the Psychic typing against fighting. So I was like, I can just go straight Psychic typing here, or Psychic Fangs, and I've got 2 shields, so I can just keep dropping their defense as well. And now I've got 2 shields still. Their defense is dropped twice, I do believe. They have Thunder Punch, and I'm like, well, they're going to for sure have Frenzy, which should probably take me out from there. So I'll shield this up, and hopefully get to another Psychic Fangs. I do. This should take out, because their defense is dropped twice here. And sure enough, it takes out. So that's a good game there. And I think that's pretty much it for the video. That was a 4-1 set. I had a bit of a hard time finding a decent team for the cup here, and I know that it's over and switching. I do have an Ultra League or 2 team to put out yet, and then I'm going to also try to do a decent Master